We are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, characters, and conditions. And so we lift our gaze not to what stands between us, but what stands before us.
And for many girls, the challenges before us can feel even more daunting. And why this year, it's all about her. And her. And of course, them. But it's also about doing a little more. It's about sending one more text, one more email, making one more phone call, or an extra introduction. Because one more is how we will be successful. How we'll be able to help more than just one girl or one community. We can hail many. It means more eyes, more volunteers, and more support. And for more than 25 years, that's what Girls in the Game has been all about. Helping to improve the lives of young girls everywhere. Creating one more success story. One classroom, one job interview, one girl at a time. Because every girl deserves to shine.
For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it.
Welcome to Field of Dreams. I'm Megan Morgan, the Executive Director of Girls in the Game. So here we are, another year, another anniversary event. While we aren't able to gather in person this year, we couldn't pass up the opportunity to celebrate Girls in the Game and all of our amazing friends and supporters who make our work possible. It's been quite a year. Just like the rest of the world, Girls in the Game has looked pretty different this past year. Most of our programs have taken place virtually and our staff have been working from home. But one thing that hasn't changed is the need for our programs. Dealing with remote learning, not seeing their friends, and living in an uncertain world means that girls need Girls in the Game more than ever. It's this belief that's driven our work over the past year. And while we can't wait to be able to get together with girls in person, no matter how our programs are delivered, we're committed to making sure that girls have the opportunity to grow into strong, confident leaders. Tonight you're going to hear from some of those girls, and you'll hear firsthand about their experiences at Girls in the Game. You're also going to hear from some amazing champions, so I hope you're excited. Before we get started, I want to take a minute to thank our Field of Dreams Planning Committee, led by our rockstar co-chairs Tanara Golston and Toby Kramer. All of their hard work made tonight possible. Thank you for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Wait, Claudia.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I'm relaxing.
But don't we have to host the Field of Dreams Gala tonight?
Oh yeah, but it's audio or Zoom or something.
Yeah, it's Zoom for them. We have to host it.
What?
Oh!
I woke up like this.
And this took tons of preparation.
Welcome everyone to the 26th anniversary Field of Dreams Gala. I'm Claudia Wallace.
And I'm John Sabine, and we'll be here with you as you enjoy this amazing evening.
Tonight you'll hear from girls who are in the game, some amazing honorees, and you'll hear more about how you can help girls to stay in the game.
Now, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section on the screen, because we definitely want to hear from you. And also in the comments, you'll find a link to the incredible silent auction that is helping us reach our goal tonight. If you logged on early, you see some of the one-of-a-kind items that are available, but even more can be found on the link in the comments, and you don't even have to turn away from the event to bid, since the auction will be live until 9 p.m. tonight. You still have time to bid on your favorite items even after we're gone and the event is over.
Yep. Finally tonight, you'll notice a QR code at the top right of your side of your screen. At any time tonight that you'd like to make a donation to help to support the work of Girls in the Game, simply point your phone camera at the code and you'll be directed to a donation page. If you donate tonight, you may even get a shout out from the two of us a little bit later.
Could you imagine? Shout out. Give money.
Shout you
Please.
on out.
Please.
Hey, I'm Abby Wambach, and on behalf of Gatorade, I just want to say Girls in the Game is such an amazing and important organization. We need to make sure that girls stay in the game. They drop out at an alarming rate as they get older. Sports is the only reason why I personally have any kind of agency in my life. Everything that I need to learn, or I needed to learn in the real world, I learned through sports. Teamwork, work ethic, dealing with problem solving, dealing with being benched, so many things. Girls in the game, thank you all so much. Keep doing what you're doing. We love you.
Hello, my name is Caitlin, and I am a senior at the Chicago High School for Agricultural Sciences. Thank you for being with us tonight and supporting Girls in the Game. One of my favorite things about being a part of Girls in the Game is that I get to be a role model for younger girls. I've had the chance to see those traits of a role model within myself, which has given me the chance to learn so much about myself and has given me lessons that I will be able to use for years to come. I will use what I learned in Girls in the Game when I go to Rockford University by remembering that it's okay to step out of my comfort zone. It's okay to try new things and take on new opportunities that I never thought I'd experience. I will also use all the organizational skills that my coaches taught me, along with keeping in mind that it's okay if I'm unsure with what I want to do in the future. Through years, I want to graduate college and go straight into coaching and teaching. I want to be a 5th grade middle school teacher and a cross-country coach for a nearby high school. Girls in the Game has helped me pursue so many of my dreams. It has helped me realize that I can do anything I put my mind to and that I will always be supported. I have also learned from so many people in various careers to never stop doing what makes me happy and to never be afraid to step out of my comfort zone and try new opportunities. I can continue to help other girls start their stories as I move on in my life by teaching them how important it is to do what makes you happy. I want to emphasize how important it is to get involved and stay driven for your goals. I want to be a constant reminder that you shouldn't let anyone tell you what you can't or can't do. I want to be a passionate teacher and one who really cares about making a difference in my students' lives. I want to help them create goals and become the best versions of themselves and guide them to being a leader in their communities, much like how Girls in the Game has helped me to become.
Hi, my name is Amber White, and I'm currently a senior in high school. I attend King College Preparatory, located on the south side of Chicago. Throughout my high school years, I've always been involved in many extracurricular activities, but one of the most meaningful activities I was involved in was being able to be a part of a program called Queens. Now, Queens was aimed towards helping young women throughout their high school journey by supporting them and giving them good advice. Unfortunately, it ended a few months after it started, but that's where I was really interested in joining Teen Squad because I knew I was able to support girls across the city. Women empowerment has always been a big thing for me. Just by looking at my mom, I admire her so much, by the way, because she's always been big on feminism and helping other women. And she always says women should always feel supported and feel a sense of inclusivity. And so that's why I admire her so much, and I admire the coaches in Girls in the Game, and they just teach me so much. Like, for example, they taught me how to be confident in my abilities, and they taught me so much that I could take and use in the real world. For example, I want to be an anesthesiologist, and they taught me many business skills that I could use in a business setting, and that's why I appreciate them so much, because they just teach you so much through the program. But with that being said, I'm grateful to be a part of Girls in the Game Teen Squad, and it takes a village to make a person who they want to be in life. And with that being said, I could be that plus one for another girl. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Victoria and I'm a senior at Josephinum Academy. Tonight we are celebrating the power of plus one and the impact that one volunteer or one coach can have on one girl. Now I would like to discuss one event in Girls in the Game that made me felt the importance of being a coach. The event was a day of play where there were several activities happening all day, from flag football to playing with the ultimate frisbee team. During this event, there was one little girl who stood out the most. Now, this girl wasn't the one who participated the most, was first to do any activity. It was quite the opposite. This little girl wanted to join groups and not stand out. From being personal experience from joining groups and not wanting to be the odd one out, I know where this can lead and what effects can have. So with this, I wanted to be her partner to get her to open up more and remind herself to be confident with playing around other females or even males. After the day passed, she began to enjoy herself more than second-guessing herself. This can lead to having other opportunities that can be fundamental for little girls. Having the confidence at a young age can build up so much self-esteem to little girls and to bigger things that we can all expect. This opportunity showed me that one person can have an impact on someone's future by helping them to gain more confidence with themselves and to put themselves out of their comfort zone. And shifting to my own future, some parts are still unknown to me. However, most people my age still don't know what to accomplish yet. Right now, we are still thinking about college and which one is the best fit. I have accepted letters from several different colleges. However, there is this uncertainty of picking the right one. But I know the specific path I want to take part in, which is the law enforcement. But the specific job is still undecided. All I know is that in the next 5 to 10 years, I hope to be in a successful law firm and at the same time be happy with all that I've accomplished. For my personal life, I hope to have the right balance between work and family. Something that I've learned through the Girls in the Game and the leader-to-leader interviews is that it's okay to have uncertainty or to change your mind about your career. I say this because at the end of the day, it is your life and you have to be happy with yourself and to have a successful life.
My name is Tanara Golston.
And I'm Toby Kramer.
And we both sit on the board for Girls in the Game and serve as this year's co-chair for this amazing Field of Dream event. As a Division I athlete, I was very lucky to have access to sports programming at a very young age. My mother decided to move us out of the Stateway Garden housing projects to an apartment in Evanston. My life instantly changed, and sports played a major role in that. Evanston Public Schools offered every sport you could think of, every group activity as well. Basketball was my thing, and while playing on numerous teams, I learned the value of teamwork, collaboration, effective communication, and leadership skills that have all impacted the person I am today and the goals I've achieved so far. I had my very first Girls in the Game experience as a high school volunteer. It was a field day, and I was going to be a summer counselor for the day. Within an hour of being at that park with those girls, Even as a young teenager, I could feel how powerful this organization's efforts were. I knew the work was special as I had experienced the impact of the programming that they were bringing to underserved communities firsthand. It stuck with me all these years, and I am very honored to be on this board, and I'm excited for the change that we'll all make together.
The Girls in the Game mission really resonates with me, helping girls find their voice, discover their strengths, and leading with confidence through active sports, health, and leadership programs. As a female engineer at PepsiCo, I am empowered daily to be a game changer. By raising money for these important programs, we are giving these girls a unique opportunity to be game changers themselves. Now it's time to celebrate again, and this year we celebrate our 25th anniversary plus one. It's our 26th anniversary, and we want to share the work that has been done and continue to be done by Girls in the Game. We want to highlight the power of plus one more donor, one more volunteer, and one more coach, helping one more girl become a future leader. As proud members of the board of directors, we know the passion and the dedication that is demonstrated by all who become part of this group. We are all one individually, but we are much stronger together.
We are at the best part of the program, the live ask. So dig into your pockets, folks. Let's raise some money for these girls in such a pivotal year. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for all your support so far.
It's been amazing to hear how far Girls in the Game has come tonight and the impact that it continues to have on girls. Now, this is the part of the evening where we need to have your help.
That's right. If you take a look at the top right side of your screen, you'll see the QR codes is still there. There's also a link below that will take you to the donation page. Just remember to point your phone camera at the code to be taken to the Girls in the Game donation page. You can bid at any time, any amount, but we want to see some examples. If you want to see some examples of how your money keeps the girls in the game.
We have a goal to raise $50,000 during tonight's broadcast. Yeah, so please help us get there. $10,000 of funds goes to an after-school program at one school for an entire year. After-school programs run for 30 weeks each year. And yes, even though school has been virtual, all of these programs are still running.
That's right. Last year, over 1,000 girls took part in Girls in the Game after-school programs at 40 different locations in Chicago, Bloomington, Illinois, and Baltimore, Maryland.
Those are the 3 best cities of America.
The best.
Truly. Awesome. So for $5,000, you can help continue our teen club programs that take place in schools or in residential facilities for teens. Our in-school teen club program meets girls where they are to provide weekly leadership programming for girls. While we haven't been able to do much in person this year, teen club programs are still running strong, offering teens a safe, consistent place to develop leadership skills and find a sense of community when so much of their lives are uncertain.
Yep. Thank you, Kate, for the generous donation of $5,000 to get the ball rolling.
Thank you, Kate. And Clayco is in for $3,000. Thank you, Clayco, for all your Clayco needs.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Keep it coming, please. For $2,500 of funds is a game day, a Girls in the Game game day, one-day program that gives new schools and new girls a chance to see what Girls in the Game is all about. During each 3-year game day, girls play 2 different sports and experience workshops on health and leadership topics.
Mm-hmm. In an average year, 1,500 girls take part in game days at more than 35 different locations. While we're still doing game days virtually, we can't wait until we start them in person again.
Absolutely. So, check it out, Claudia.
Yep.
HBK Engineering is in for $2,000.
HBK!
We need that.
Tanera is at $3,000.
And Kelly, no last name needed, for $2,500. Thank you so much, Kelly. I hope it's Kapowski.
That's right.
Kelly
Porter Pipe and Supply, thank you for $2,000. PPS!
You know PPS, they're good for it. All right, guys, and $1,000 pays for one girl's experience at summer and leadership programs during the summer. giving her a safe place to go when school isn't in session.
Typically, 130 girls enroll in summer camp, with many of our teen girls acting as junior coaches for those girls. There's usually a waiting list for more girls. This year, we may not be able to bring 130 girls together at once, but we'll spread out our camp so that we can serve girls across the city throughout the summer.
More than 90% of girls at camp qualify for a full scholarship to camp, meaning they don't pay for anything after the initial $50 registration fee. You can make sure that these girls get to experience camp regardless of their family's finances.
That's right.
Thank you so much to ESPN 1000, Chicago's Home for Sports.
ESPN 1000.
Thanks for your donation.
Thank you, Michelle, for your $2,000 donation. Thank you, Paul, for your $1,000 donation. Michelle is my middle name, by the way.
And Paul is a very common name, but sure, a great person, I'm sure, as well.
$500 funds a Teen Squad scholarship for a year. Teen Squad. For each workshop a Teen Squad leader leads, she earns scholarship money to be used for college. Not only is she making a difference in the lives of younger girls, she's thinking about her own future at the same time.
I need
I know.
I need to think
So
about
many
my future
people.
more. I never do.
There's so many people.
There's so many people at this level, so let's see if we can get through it together.
Okay,
There's
go.
some J.P. Simmons and Company.
Gina and Miranda, thank you.
And I think it's J.P. Simons, because there's only one F.
Yeah, okay.
Air Products Equipment Company. Do you need air products?
I need air.
We all need air. It's a fact.
That's right. Reliable automatic sprinkler company.
Oh.
Don't be confused with unreliable automatic sprinkler company.
Because if that happens, then you'll have to meet Phoenix Fire Systems.
There you go.
I love that we have the sprinkler and the fire systems right there.
Cage Civil Engineering.
Ooh, Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. And Tushal Engineering. Tuscal or Tushal if you are in Tuscany Engineering.
Thorn Associates Incorporated.
No
Thorn
longer
in my.
Thorn.
Yeah, no
Rose.
longer
They're
Thorn.
Rose,
Yeah,
yes.
Rose.
And R. Olson Concrete.
Not Mary Kate. Not Ashley. Not Elizabeth.
R.
R. Olson.
It's not your Olson. It's
R.
Olson.
Olson. We know that everyone believes in the work that Girls in the Game does. So this is the final call for support.
Guys, this is serious. Get your phones out. There's Q codes. There's links, okay?
Yeah.
Give whatever you can. Whatever you can give helps us buy the equipment and supplies that we need to run all the programs. When basketballs suddenly go flat or tennis rackets break, we have to replace them.
We do. This year, we delivered more than 500 at-home fitness packs to our participants in our programs. Your donations can help us reach more girls in more ways by funding initiatives like these.
The energy improvement products.
Gotta have them.
You gotta have them.
Midwest Ground Covers.
Brucker Company. With a name like Brucker, it has to be good.
Okay, this one. Vitalik. Victaulic.
It's, I'm gonna name if I ever have like 3 sons, that'll be the 3rd son's name.
Okay.
Now, here's a big one, okay?
All right, here we go.
Let's go. You go.
Mike.
Melissa.
Lou.
Andrea.
Alan.
Jim.
John.
Maja.
Maya, maybe. Thomas.
Rita.
Deborah.
Geraldine.
Barbara.
Eileen.
Linda.
Jessica.
William.
And Aaron. Oh, I need a break after that.
Woo.
Give it up to Kedmont Waterproofing.
Yeah, love waterproofing. You don't want anything dry. Wet.
Now-
Okay.
now
I
more
don't
than
know.
ever,
Yeah.
truly.
Yes, right. Drew.
Bob.
Kim.
Anthony.
Diana.
Robert.
Leanne.
Scott.
Sarah.
Andrew.
Andrew. Nada.
Dino.
Allison.
Paul again.
Paul again.
Good guy.
Beth.
And Terry. Guys, please remember that you can keep donating throughout the entire broadcast. Right now, we've raised just over $40,000. And we still have to get to 50,000.
Oh, we
That's
can
our
do
goal.
that.
So during this time, please keep scanning that QR code or click that link below. 2 ways. Come
Two
on.
ways. Down below. Up
If you like cue cards, if you're like, I'm not for me, got a link.
Yeah. Well, we'll be right back after you hear from our amazing champions to let you know where we stand.
Give, come on. We're so close. We're so close.
Our first champion is an Olympic softball gold and silver medal winner, a 3-time softball world champion, and has made even more history in her career as a sports broadcaster with ESPN. She is proof positive that excellence on the field leads to excellence off the field. Girls in the Game 2021 champion Jessica Mendoza. A two-time sports standout in high school, Jessica decided to take her talents to the Stanford Cardinal women's softball team, where she earned first-team All-American and Pac-10 Newcomer of the Year honors in her freshman season. She still holds multiple records with that team to this day, including a career .416 batting average. After college, Jessica became an integral part of the U.S. women's national softball team, competing around the world and winning 9 gold medals and championships with the squad in as many years. After retiring from competition in 2014, Jessica began her broadcasting career. She has persisted in making history and setting records. In 2015, becoming the first female analyst to cover a Major League Baseball postseason game on television. She is currently the second longest tenured analyst, male or female, for ESPN's marquee Sunday night baseball telecast. And in October 2020, Jessica became the first woman analyst for a Major League Baseball World Series broadcast. Whether shattering records in the sports world or the glass ceilings of broadcast sports, Jessica remains a shining example of grit, skill, and confidence. We are honored to recognize Jessica Mendoza as a 2021 Girls in the Game champion.
Hey everyone, it's Jessica Mendoza. First of all, I want to say thank you. I am so proud to be a Girls in the Game Field of Dreams Gala honoree. This is so cool for us to be together, even though it's virtually, to be able to hang out. I'm so excited that this event continues to happen and the support that Girls in the Game provides to so many young girls out there. One of the things that I get asked a lot about is if I could go back and just really hone in on something about my career, playing the Olympics, anything. A lot of times I think about the importance of being a teammate. I know there's a special theme of +1. And to me, knowing that in a sport of softball in particular, where a lot of times you feel like an individual, right? Whether it's, you're coming up to bat and you feel alone in that batter's box, or you're pitching and you just feel like the whole entire game is on you. But once I learned basically that I could rely not just on my own skills and what I could bring to the table, but my sisters around me, my coaches, that not only to rely on them and how they can help me be better, but how I can give them the strength. How I can give them the knuckles after a big moment, or I can get on them when they need to be better, when they need to step up. And I've been able to take that into life, is knowing that we are not in this alone, to lean on your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your mom, dad, uncle, coaches. Surround yourself with people that are going to be honest with you, but most importantly, will allow you to be that amazing human being that you are. I always notice that to stand out, to be better, that you have to find the things that make you unique, the things that make you different. Stop trying to fit in. Be that amazing human being that you are. Look her in the mirror every day and see how strong and smart and beautiful, and how she's ready to take on the world every single day, no matter what stands in front of her. So thank you again for allowing me to be a part of this amazing event. I wish you all the best of love, luck, everything that can happen this year. And I am truly honored to be here and be a part of this. And if I could take away one thing, it's that idea and understanding of being who you are, being true to yourself, and surround yourself with people that get, love, and respect that person. Have an awesome night, you guys.
Our next champion has turned her lifelong love of science and learning into a distinguished career in the skies and on the ground. In her 30-plus years at United Airlines, she has flown nearly every type of plane in the fleet, including the Boeing 777, one of the largest commercial planes in the world. 2021 Girls in the Game champion, Captain Marianne Schaefer. Captain Schaefer began her career as an electrical engineer working on space programs before pursuing her dreams of flight more personally. After joining United Airlines in 1989, she continued her education and earned a Master of Aeronautical Science and Aviation Safety from Embry-Riddle University. She became a captain with United Airlines in 1997, flying the Boeing 727, a career milestone she still remembers to this day. And if that wasn't enough, she earned her law degree, magna cum laude, from the American University, Washington College of Law in 2007. As chief pilot for United Airlines, Captain Schaefer manages more than 10,000 pilots and oversees all operations of the aviation division, everything from the ground crews to maintenance to the flight schedule. Despite such a large responsibility on the job, Captain Schaefer still finds time to share her love of science, aeronautics, and flight at the annual Girls in Aviation Day and has testified in front of Congress on behalf of the Airline Pilots Association about the environmental issues facing the airline industry. From standing next to the world's smallest plane to flying some of the biggest planes that have ever been built, we are so pleased to honor Captain Mary Ann Schaefer as a 2021 Girls in the Game champion.
Hello everyone, I'm Captain Mary Ann Schaefer, the System Chief Pilot for United Airlines. It's great to see you even virtually this year for this great organization celebration. I'll tell you a little bit about my story and then talk a little bit about mentoring. I learned how to fly when I was in high school. I got my private pilot's license the day before I left for college. I went off and studied electrical engineering, just like my father had done. He was my mentor then, and really is still my mentor now. I graduated from college with a degree in electrical engineering and a love of flying. I started teaching flying at the local airport where I had learned to fly. I made not a lot of money, and I worked my nerve up to explain to my parents, I want to fly airplanes for a living. And they smiled and looked at me and said, where are you going to live? So I quickly realized that I had to get a real job, pay rent, so I worked as an engineer during the day and then taught flying at night and on the weekends. A couple of years of that, working for a commuter, and in 1989, I was hired by United Airlines. I've had a wonderful career at United. I've flown many different airplanes and held many different positions. But one of the things that is the best memory for me in my career is how I've participated in mentoring programs that assist other women getting into the profession and the career. One story was from an outside organization, International Society of Women Airline Pilots. I'm a member of this group and have been for years, and had the pleasure and honor of interviewing a young woman years ago that was working at a commuter and was applying for a scholarship. She got the scholarship. She got her type rating in the 737 at United Airlines, and she was hired shortly after that. And most proudly, I was able to check her out and sign her off as captain on the 737 several years ago. She's also very successful at the airline and is working in management as well as flying. Inside the airline, we had a program called Women Mentoring Women. We started that up in the late 90s, not too long after I had made captain at the airline. And through that program, I met and mentored a woman who was working at a commuter at that time, was hired at United, and is now a senior manager in our flight training center, a captain at the airline, and working on the Airbus fleet. Two very different types of mentoring, but just two stories of the great successes that both of those organizations have had, helping women achieve their goals and dreams. I want to tell you a funny story that my mother and I had a conversation years ago. I asked her what her thoughts were of what she thought was important teaching me when I was growing up. And I said to her, gee, Mom, I really wish that I had played team sports as a kid. And she said, honey, there were no team sports for girls when you were a kid. That was before Title IX mandating equal sports opportunities for young girls in schools, as well as many other positive aspects of that law. So Take advantage of all of those hands that are outreached to help you and mentor you along your way. We're always better together than we are as one. Follow your dreams.
Regarded as the world's premier point guard and a universally celebrated star of the WNBA, she's won 4 Olympic gold medals, 4 WNBA championships, 4 FIBA World Cups, and 2 NCAA championships, making her one of only 11 women in the world that have celebrated all 4 titles. In addition to her 4 championships with the Seattle Storm, where she has spent her entire professional career, Sue is also the WNBA all-time leader in assists, closing in on 3,000 and playing some of the best basketball of her career at the tender age of 40. Off the court, you can see and hear her basketball analysis across the ESPN TV and radio network, and find her in the executive offices of the Denver Nuggets. A fierce advocate for equality, LGBTQ plus rights, Black lives, universal health and wellness, and expanding opportunities for girls. We are honored to recognize Sue Bird as a 2021 Girls in the Game champion.
So when I think about my career and all that basketball has done for my life, some of the greatest lessons I've learned have to do with teamwork. I've been on teams since age 7, and it's helped me grow, develop mental toughness, develop character, all the while coming together with a group of people for that one common goal. And, I always like to point out that sport mirrors life. And I know for a fact that I would not be the person I am today, both on and off the court, without those experiences. But that doesn't mean sports can only have an impact on you if you become a professional athlete. There are so many positive takeaways, regardless of what level you play at. I think especially if you're a young girl. What I found in sport was a place I could be myself, a place where I could grow, like I said, be challenged, compete. I feel like I learned about discipline. I made new friends. And I really learned what it meant to set goals and not give up on them while you're trying to achieve them. Team sports have taught me how to set aside personal goals for team goals, and really how to get along with others. And I know it sounds simple, but I always say the world would be a better place if it operated like a team sport. A group of people from different backgrounds, races, religions, sexual orientation, cultures, you name it, all coming together to do what I just said, to put personal feelings aside for the betterment of the team. And it's not that we don't see differences. I mean, we all do. But we have we have respect for those differences and understand that working together will get us everything we want in the world. And in my world, that's championships. But I have to say, I think the most important thing I've learned is how to handle adversity. Most of the adversity I've had to go through has come in the form of injury, the kind of injuries that sadly require surgery and left me questioning if I could ever play at that level again. And my first major injury was actually when I was 18. So a pretty early age, I had a major realization that life wasn't really about, you weren't trying to go through life to avoid conflict or to avoid adversity, especially the adversity part, those things are coming at you. And what I learned was life is actually about understanding that there's going to be adversity and looking at those as positive ways to impact your life, because it's a choice. When you get hit with some adversity, it's a choice. You can either let it overcome you, or you can overcome it. And what I found is that with each time I've gotten hit with something that was really difficult, the more I overcame it, and the more I, tackled the obstacle or got through it, jumped the hurdle, whatever you want to say, I felt a little more confident. I felt like I gained something. I felt like my character was building. And, I said this earlier, and I don't say it lightly, everything that I've learned through sport, through team sports, all the experiences, good and bad, you name it, that has shaped who I am as a person. And that has shaped, of course, who I am as a player. And those are experiences that I would never, ever, 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 ever go back and change. Of course, we all have regrets. We wish we could do things different. But simultaneously, it makes us who we are to go through those hard moments.
Well, we did it! Claudia, how good does that feel?
Oh, it feels so good.
You guys, thank you all for your support. We have surpassed our $50,000 goal for tonight. And so far, the event has raised over $225,000 for girls in the game.
I mean, you should be so proud of yourselves.
Oh my gosh. So here's a big one, okay?
Oh, $10,000 from Jason and Peggy.
And $10,000 gets you a confetti cannon. How do you do it?
Twist. Let's see. One of us will do it.
How do you do this?
No.
Oh no.
Do we have to take the paper off?
Well, just imagine confetti spewing. This is what you can tell. You know this is live. Oh, I think I got it.
Okay.
Oh, keep thinking.
Okay.
people.
Okay. $5,000 for Electroflex.
Yeah! Electroflex! That was the most thrilling thing that's happened to me in a year.
I know. Yeah.
And thank you so much. $3,000 from Toby.
Oh my gosh. And $2,000 from Joanne.
I love her fabrics. $1,000 from Abby and Shannon. Thank you, Abby and Shannon.
Thank you, Abby and Shannon. $1,000 from Jim.
$1,000 from Brian.
$1,000 from Alexander.
And $1,000 from Vania.
Now, $500 from Alexandra in Maryland. Yeah, you gotta let
Crab
it.
cakes
That's right.
and donation. That's what Maryland does.
Yep.
And it's not over. Guys, remember, the silent auction will be open until 9 p.m. tonight. So go, please, bid. The link in the comments section, and we will make sure to put it back on the screen when we close out for the night.
From us and Girls in the Game, thank you so very much. We can't wait to see you in person in 2022. Thank you all so much. One more time.
It took me. I'm so weak.
Okay, no.
Wait, hold on,
Okay,
wait for it. That'd be worth
no,
it.
you. Hey! I did it.
Oh,
We
God.
did it.
Oh, who's cleaning this up?
I'm not.